The world looks out and they see catastrophe, fiscal cliffs. There's no hope for the future. And yet, one of Our Lady's messages is about peace and about trust. It's all hopeful. If you throw God, the author of life, out of your laws, they become unjust, burdensome, they become intolerant. We have put icons before us, earthly icons that are passing, not the eternal icons of our Lord and heaven. Excuse me.
Hello.
Dr. Bruchalski.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, it's
Juan
a pleasure.
Cotello.
Juan Cotello.
Yes, the advocate of the devil. Here's my card. You have a nice couch.
I have a nice couch.
Yes,
I see you're making yourself at home.
Yes. Do you want to talk? Feel at home, you too.
I would love to ask you some questions.
Yes, me too. Let's talk. So you're a doctor?
I'm a physician, yes, sir. My wife and I began to see patients on this couch, here in this house.
Well, I feel as a patient, but I'm okay.
I don't know how your heart is.
My heart is
fine.
As far as I know, it's good enough.
It is.
Probably I cannot run 100 meters in 10 seconds, but it's good enough.
It is good enough.
I can walk.
In early 1994, my heart had become hardened. I was taught to treat women as objects. I was taught to abort babies. And there, amidst performing abortions and encouraging sexual engagements, no one was getting better. They were becoming actually sicker. More infections, more broken families, depression, sadness, hopelessness, cynicism. Not only did I see it in my patients, but I saw it in myself and in many of my peers, other doctors. I think it's a common experience.
So what happened? You were pessimistic, so what?
A friend of mine took me to a church in Mexico City, the Basilica of Our Lady of Guadalupe. We went as tourists. I grew up in a religious family, in a Catholic family, but I had long left that myth behind. I was standing amidst people watching a mass. And at the end of a busy day, hot, it was packed, I heard in my heart, "Why are you hurting me?" I remember it caught me by surprise. Had I drank too much beer? Was it too hot? I looked around me. There was no English-speaking people. The voice came. It was feminine. It was direct. It was to me. I thought I was losing my mind one and all.
But you heard that voice as you are hearing my voice?
I heard it as I'm hearing you right now. And it was direct. It was penetrating. Why are you hurting me? I put it out of my mind because I was busy. I didn't want to deal with it. And so I went back to my training, and I was there in the middle of aborting a baby. We miscalculated the age, and the baby was over 500 grams when I delivered it alive. So I had to call the nursery doctor to come and revive the baby. And she looked me in the eye and she said, "Johnny, you are better than this. Stop treating babies as tumors, cancerous tumors." And I questioned her. I said, "What? Doc, what do you mean?" She says, "You're better than this. You know why you went into medicine, to help people. This is not helping." She says, "Listen, I just came back from a place called Medjugorje. I think you could do fine by going there. Juan Manuel, when I went there, I found love. I found the love of God, the peace of Christ. I found the love of my Heavenly Mother. I just finished reading a book about the apparitions, and I didn't know what to believe. In fact, I was quite skeptical. A young woman comes up to me and she says, "Excuse me, you are the doctor." And I looked at her. I had never met her before. A young Belgian girl, speaking French, she said, but I heard her in English. She says, "I need a few moments of your time. The Mother of God has some messages for you." I thought she was nuts. But she sat down and she began to tell me things that would happen in my life. That you are her physician, that you can help renew medicine, that you can find joy and happiness in your daily life. If you practice excellent medicine, if you see the underserved in your daily life, and if you follow the teachings of her son's church. And I realized that when I engaged and I performed the abortion and took the life of an innocent, the fetus, the baby, it went through my hand into my heart and it hardened me. It also hardened the mother. So I went from being self-centered and self-assured to, oh my God, what am I doing? My heart broke. I started crying. The Mother of God came back into my life and loved me as a child. And once again, growing up in a Catholic way, go back to confession, communion, praying. Pray with your heart. I went to my professors and I told them, I said, I no longer can perform abortions. And that's when my wife and I stopped the other practice and we opened up our own practice here in Virginia. We began to see patients on this couch and they came from all over. And now we see 20,000 patient visits a year. We do close to 700 deliveries a year. It's more than just treating a disease. We want to help people become healthier, happier, and holier.
Let me tell you something about myself. Whenever I go to the doctor, I make an act of faith. If the doctor says to me, you take this pill, I will have it. You have to start eating this and stop eating that. I will obey without asking questions, just because the doctor says that. Why is it so difficult to accept God's recommendation? And we need to ask always, why? Instead of just having the medicine.
It's a very good question. I believe that it's because of pride. We want to do it our way on our time. I'm okay, as you say. I'm okay, I'm fine. And yet all of us are searching in our hearts for something more. The number one prescription is antidepressant medicine. Paxil, Prozac, Zoloft, Celexa, antidepressives. People are empty and they have no idea why. The why is that we've removed Christ from the equation. I fully believe that there is going to be a spiritual reawakening in our lifetime, because I don't see any other answer across the world that has the capacity to transform our hearts from hearts of stone to hearts of flesh, to love more. The only answer is God's mercy.
And what if I have done terrible things? Am I also a candidate for this mercy?
You're speaking to someone who's killed many, many human lives. Absolutely, Juan Manuel. Absolutely. He's there especially for people who have led horrific lives, no matter what, because his love is unconditional. He would have died on the cross for one person. He loves us that much. But back at the founding of this great nation, we believed that God provided this great country for us. And that's why on our money, we place "In God We Trust." And sadly, it's become words that we mouth.
Could it be that God now is that bill? In money we trust, in this bill we trust. Our God is money.
Our God is money. Our God is power. This was my God. And then our Blessed Mother tells us, no, Johnny, it's about changing your heart. It's about loving. It's about allowing yourself to be loved.
John, could you imagine an arm wrestling combat between the arm of God, okay, we do it, and the arm of the world power?
Sure.
Legislators, bankers, opinion leaders. Who's going to win?
In the short term, they may appear to be winning. But in the long term, David always beats Goliath. Praying from the heart, the Eucharist, confession, fasting, and conversion. Those are the weapons our Lord has given us to use in our daily life to make a difference. Anyone can pick this up. My grandmother, a young boy, a homeless man, a wealthy man. People who are not even Catholic can use this. This is what's going to transform the hearts of legislators, transform the heart of bankers, transform the heart of teachers, of doctors, of film producers, of mothers, of fathers, of children, if we just give them a chance. It's always about love, Juan Manuel. That's all it's about. You can love in medicine, you can love in education, you can love in banking. That's just respecting the dignity of the human person. We are coming to an age where you can no longer be on the fence, Juan Manuel. Are you on the fence?
I don't know, maybe yes. It's hard to jump on the other side of the fence and forget about the other side.
It is, but just realize there is a perfect time to do that. You will know in your heart when it is.
Do you have any prescription for me?
Actually, I do, Juan Manuel. I do. So first prescription.
Yes.
You need to go to Medjugorje.
That's a long way.
It is, but I'm a doctor, and you need to trust me. I want you to go there, and the only thing you have to do is open your heart. Whatever that means to you, and I know your heart is fine, open it up when you're there.